I am Andy Thomas, and I've been researching unexplained mysteries and cover-ups and conspiracies for well over 30 years now. And I just try to show people why there is a whole world out there which we don't talk about or we're not allowed to talk about. And yet people are having unusual experiences and seeing strange things all the time, every week. And when you start to talk to people, you realise there's a whole other world out there that is not represented. So I've always tried in my lectures and in my books to show people, look, it's okay to talk about this stuff. There's evidence which absolutely needs to be shared, and we should be allowed to ask questions. But sadly, we live in a world where that is really discouraged at the moment, and I'm just trying to do my little bit into breaking people out of that. So, I've written many books over the years. The book that I've just been promoting recently is called The New Heretics, and that title, The New Heretics, tells you a lot, that we do live in an age now where to challenge the orthodoxy is to be now branded a heretic, and we have to be removed from sight, even if what you're saying is not even that controversial by today's standards. If it is seen to go against what authority wants you to know about, you are absolutely sidelined and told you must not have a voice. And to me, that is a very foolish world to live in. So again, I always encourage people, they must do their bit to try to keep people talking about things that we're obviously not supposed to be talking about. And no matter what it is, if you do your one thing and share with your friends or family what you do and why you do it, without shouting at them, without forcing other information on them, then you've done a service to humankind. Because at the moment, certainly the program of censorship is so severe now that it's extremely damaging, I think, to civilization. We need to be able to acknowledge that we don't all agree with the same things. We need to be able to talk about that, and in so doing, things will work out. The truth will out. If something turns out to be nonsense, we'll get to that eventually. On the other hand, if it isn't, and it's something we should be talking about, that equally will make itself known. But just burying something under the carpet doesn't change things. It just creates a big lump under the carpet they're all tripping over and all pretending it's not there. That is not a solution. And so, that's why in my talks and books like this, I do try to get people to look beyond that and have a questioning mind. And it's healthy to question, and free expression must survive, because if it doesn't, we're heading on a very, very bad downward spiral. I give a lot of talks to mainstream groups, and what's interesting is how many people actually are open-minded to things that you wouldn't think they were. When you introduce them to certain subjects, it's amazing how many people will come up and say, you know what, I've always thought that really, or actually I had a strange encounter, but I never talk to anybody about it because I think they'll make fun of me. When they realise there are people that take this stuff seriously, they are more willing to share, and you realise again that there's a whole other world out there which is not represented, and it's a massive sense of relief to some people to have it represented suddenly. So just to open those doors to people, to say it's all right to talk about these things, whether it be about what you believe about big global events or pandemics or the paranormal, whether you've had a ghost experience or seen a UFO, just to say to people, it's good to actually share that. Stop pretending it didn't happen. It's like there's a sense of relief that comes with that, and I think globally we would all have a massive sense of relief if finally we were able to just say, yeah, this is what I need to talk about. You can't advocate hatred and violence. Nobody is saying that is for expression. That is a different thing. But you must be able to say, well, I believe this must be questioned, or I'm not happy about this because otherwise, if you don't, you're just in a completely fake world. So if anybody wants to find out more about me, I have a look at my website, which is truthagenda.org, truthagenda.org. Lots of videos there that you can watch, articles to read, covering all the different areas that I do cover, and you can reach me through there as well. You'll find an email address on the website. So yes, truthagenda.org.